I just wanted to come on here and say, I think 99% of Looksmaxing is completely retarded because there's not a whole lot you can do about changing the bone structure of your face, because at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. You can get a leaner face, better skin, etc. You can max out all of those categories, but at the end of the day, it's all down to the bones in your face. If they don't look better, then that's it, right? For example, one of my main flaws is I've got a long mid face. Obviously I have a lot more flaws than that, but let's just say that's one of the main ones. If I want to fix that, then I obviously need to get surgery. So there's not a whole lot you can do. Do you see where I'm coming from? And a lot of you guys are spending hours and hours and hours a day looking into, thinking you're researching, thinking you're doing something positive, sat on the forums or something, or looking into videos, researching it. And it's like, what's the point? You're just wasting your time because you don't have enough money to do any of these things. Let's talk about, let's think about it in terms of, you're looking at expensive cars, you're looking at supercars with £1,000 in your bank account. These cars cost 200-300k. You're looking at engines, spending hours a day. We could deem that as a waste of time, right? Because you can't afford any of these cars for a long time. Why are you even looking into which ones you can buy? Obviously, you can set it as a goal, but why are you spending hours and hours per day looking into which one could be the best, which one's the best use of money or, efficient? You can't afford any of them right now. What are you doing? And it's the exact same in terms of looking better. So, like I said, at the end of the day, it's terms of bone structure, right? If you want to change your bones, you're going to need money to do that. So why you instead of spending those hours Looksmaxing, spend those hours trying to make more money so you can get closer to your goal. It's just retarded. Because if you have money at the same time, right, let's say you're actually serious about getting surgery. At that point, would you rather trust yourself, who's maybe spent at that point, I don't know, a few hours a day for 6 months or so looking into Looksmaxing? Or would you rather trust the, actual professional who's been in the industry for 10 years, who actually does surgery and can tell you exactly which ones you need to get, how your face is going to look? You would go to that guy, right? You would pay the guy more with more experience to tell you what to get to not absolutely ruin your face. You wouldn't really trust yourself in that scenario. So why are you wasting all of your time on this? When you're at that point, you can pay somebody to do it. Why are you sat there all day looking into it? So there's not a whole lot you can do. You can obviously look better in terms of, get better skin, get better hair. But past that point, it's a waste of time. It's a, complete and utter waste of time. Because it's not really Looksmaxing, right? It's just having good hygiene, skincare, eating good food. It's so simple. Like, if you're overweight, just stop eating, just don't be fat if you're overweight, It's so simple. Look the best you can, but for me, for example, I wish I looked better, as many of you do. I wish I looked better, but at the same time, I'm grateful I don't look worse. So it's just be grateful for what you do have, and if you do want to look better, accept it's going to cost you money to look better. So instead of spending hours and hours and hours per day trying to find out what would make you look better, so you can find out what will make. It's easy, right? Like, don't just mentally masturbate over the idea of which one you can do. What will make you look better. You probably need enough money to be able to do that. Go do that first. Spend the hours, trying to build a income in that sense, and then you can worry about it. It's the same with the car analogy. Then you can worry about buying the nice cars when you have the money for it. But yeah, if you agree with me, let me know. If you disagree with me, feel free to disagree with me. Thanks for watching.